Currently, it is 82 with clear skies. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
Find what you love, love what you find. A total wine and more. There's so much waiting for you. Spirits and beer, thousands of wines. Walk right through the door. It's all here to explore. With guys in the know and prices so low, it just might blow your mind. You're gonna find what you love and love what you find.
Drink responsibly.
Businesses come in all shapes and sizes. Integrity doesn't. For more than a century, the Better Business Bureau has set the standards for how businesses should operate honestly and ethically. So when you're looking for a business you can trust, check to see who's BBB accredited and who isn't. Always choose the better business. Look for the BBB seal because it's looking out for you. That's why it's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Kids today live in a world full of social pressure, bullying, and substance abuse. LEAD has a solution. LEAD connects law enforcement agencies with schools to deliver tested, proven, and effective anti-drugs and violence training to kids. Learn more about LEAD, Law Enforcement Against Drugs and Violence, and our work to create safer, healthier communities at leadrugs.org or on social media at We Are LEAD. Sponsored by LEAD, Inc.
Ladies and gentlemen, step on inside. It's Big Top Sports, your thrilling ride. From the Chicagoland to lands afar. With Derrick Geyer, your sports czar. The game's the place from field to rink. Hot debates, fast takes, no time to blink. The Windy City roar, the fans ignite. Your circus of sports under radio light. Big Time Sports, feel the roar. Where the wild games come to score. Geyer guiding the sports fan from the heart of Chicagoland.
Another fun-filled edition of Big Top Sports here on WRMN 1410 AM. I am your host. I am Derrick Geyer on WRMN 1410 AM River Media Network Sports. And as I am starting today's show, you know what day it is, right? It is Win or Go Home Thursday in Major League Baseball. We got 3 games, or actually 2 games left of winner go home baseball today. The Detroit Tigers beat the Cleveland Guardians earlier today, 6-3. So that means the Tigers are moving on to the divisional round of the American League playoffs. The Dodgers bested the Cincinnati Reds yesterday by a score of 8-4, even though they were trying to give the game away, and then the Reds gave the game away and all that fun stuff. And then later on this evening, it will be the Yankees and the Red Sox to see who is going to take that grudge match as well. And man, it is playoff baseball at its best. Heard somewhere that the team that won the first game of the series goes on to win the best of 3 in this case? Well, the Dodgers took care of business. As I already said, 8-4 last night. And let's see. Dodgers got big contributions from Shohei Ohtani, Mookie Betts, Teoscar Hernandez, accounting for 6 of the 8 runs driven in. And then you also had Enrique Hernandez and Miguel Rojas as well. So, and then on the other side for the Cincinnati Reds, well, not much other than Sal Stewart. He did his job knocking in 3 runs, and then Tyler Stevenson, the catcher for the Reds as well, contributing an RBI. But it was when you say that, or when you have the Los Angeles Dodgers and the lineup that they have, it is a juggernaut to say the least. And then what you also have is you have today the Tigers beating the Cleveland Guardians by a score of 6-3. They move on. They also took the first game of the series out there in Cleveland. Well, you can't really say Cleveland rocks anymore. They had one hell of a comeback in September. Detroit Tigers had one hell of a collapse, but they're still one of the better teams in all of American League right now. Let's see. And what did they do? So go ahead and I'll start out with the losers in Cleveland. We got Jose Ramirez going 1 for 4 with a ribby. You had, oh, really? Yep, that's about it. And the other 2 runs were scored on errors, on unearned runs for the Cleveland Indians, but Cleveland Guardians were unable to match it with a 4-run 7th inning, despite the fact that Cleveland tried coming back in the game and getting 2 in the bottom of the 8th. And let's see here. We got Kerry Carpenter, the DH. He had a nice game going 1 for 2, 3 walks, 1 run, 1 hit, 1 RBI. Then you also have Wenzel Perez. He had a knock and 2 ribbies. Where are we? Javier Baez. He scored a run. Dylan Dingler, not to be mistaken with Dirk Diggler. He scored a run, 1 for 3. He jacked a home run. So moving on with that. And Jack Flaherty, the ace, or one of the better pitchers for Detroit, took care of business, going 4 2/3. Giving up 3 hits, allowing 1 earned run, 2 base on balls, and 4 strikeouts. And then let's see. Let's go back, and it is currently top of the 7th inning, and the Cubs are on top of the San Diego Padres by a score of 2-0. Their bats are coming to life. However, they squandered a bases loaded opportunity in the 2nd inning and got a couple of strikeouts in there, and they were unable to really put the crooked number up there on the board against the Padres. And now with the time of the year that it is, and I mean, I'm even surprised that, or maybe I shouldn't be, that Yu Darvish only lasted an inning, giving up 4 hits, 2 earned runs, got 1 strikeout. And then Jeremiah Estrada, familiar with him, he did not pitch yesterday, but he came in, pitched 2 innings, gave up a hit, a base on ball, and 2 strikeouts. And then this is really where the bullpen for the San Diego Padres is at its peak and pinnacle, because Michael King strikes out 3. You got Wandy Peralta that comes in. You might remember him from his days in St. Louis Cardinals. He came in, pitched an inning, gave up 2 hits, unable to scratch across any other runs at this, particular moment in time. And then Robert Suarez, who has also given up 2 hits, but again, the Cubs are unable to get any runs across the board. At key moments in time, they're bouncing into double plays and killing any chances and any rallies that you have for the Cubs. But this is kind of what you want to see from the Chicago Cubs at this moment. You got Bushy, Michael Ambush, if you will. He's got 2 hits on the game. Ian Happ, he got a hit. And the one thing that I am looking, well, I don't see it here. Yeah, well, and you even have the struggling PCA who is able to knock in the very first run of the game. He's got 2 out of 3 today. Dansby Swanson, he walked in a run. Typical stuff. This is the type of stuff that you want to see out of the Chicago Cubs. This is the type of appearance that you want to see from your bullpen. Because right now, a little bit over 24 hours removed from yesterday's loss, you have manager Craig Counsell managing the way that he probably should have managed yesterday's game. And even after I went off of the air last night of Big Top Sports here on WRMN 1410 AM, I was thinking to myself, because I had also brought this point up earlier in the season with the Chicago Cubs, when it was along these same very lines, where it really didn't matter that Shota Imanaga gave up that 2-run homer to Machado. And you're thinking, well, I mean, yes, in the grand scheme of things, the Cubs lost 3-0. Yes, it really did matter. But did it? Considering the fact that the Chicago Cubs only eked out 4 hits. And you got the 104-mile-an-hour lightning bolt from the reliever on the Padres, from Mason. Painting the corner, dotting it. But right now, this is what you have for the Cubs. And Jameson Taillon, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 2 hits, 4 strikeouts. He brought in Caleb Thielbar, left-handed pitcher. He pitched 2/3 of an inning up against the left-handed pocket of the Padres. He was able to do the job. He got 2 strikeouts. Then he brought in Daniel Palencia, who is, man, this dude is going to be something. Daniel Gaslencia. You should just trademark that name right now, because it's not Daniel Palencia, because this dude is throwing 100-mile-an-hour rockets and just daring the opposition to hit it. He came in, gave up two hits, 1 walk, got a little amped up there. But the most important part about this is he was able to pitch out of that jam. And then Drew Pomeranz comes in and he does what he's been doing all season. So this is a concentrated effort and a concentrated plan from the management and Craig Counsell, and going forward, doing what he needed to do and needs to do in this game. He has a game plan. He's executing the game plan. And with that being said, if you want to get your thoughts in on the Cubs, Bears, Bulls, Blackhawks, Sky, anything else, please feel free to call in. It is 847-931-1410, 847-931-1410, or the text line 505-926-1410. And of course, you could see my gorgeous face on youtube.com at WRMN Radio. And we will get into it a little bit more on the other side after this break. You're listening to Big Top Sports here on WRMN 1410 AM.
Are you suffering with anxiety, depression, PTSD, an eating disorder, or even a substance abuse problem? If it's causing problems at work or with your family, get help now at Insight Mental Health and Wellness. We can help and treat all types of depression and mental issues. We'll help you use your insurance to get away from it all to a beautiful, sunny, and tranquil vacation-like environment so you can recharge yourself. And with the Family Medical Leave Act, you could take the time off you need from work. Plus, with the Affordable Care Act, your treatment could be 100% covered if you're suffering from any kind of anxiety, depression, PTSD, eating disorder, or even a substance abuse problem. Use your insurance and get away from it all. Come to sunny California. Call Insight Mental Health and Wellness now. 800-419-0287. 800-419-0287. 800-419-0287. That's 800-419-0287.
Join your co-hosts Mike Tooman and Paul Burvid on our weekly radio hour, Chief Guard of the Republic, where we talk about all things national security, defense, personal security, safety, and dealing with law enforcement situations. Call in 847-931-1410. Ask us questions. We will get you answers. Every week, Saturday, noon to 1 on 1410 AM WRMN Elgin. Streaming on WRMN1410.com. Chat with us on WRMN's YouTube live channel.
Listen this Sunday afternoon to Handle on the Law.
I know we're at an at-will date, but for making a comment, like, hey, your hair looks good. And then I got a call from HR saying, hey, you know what, you're under investigation. Do I have any recourse?
Were you fired?
No, not yet.
The problem, Eddie, is they can fire you for any reason they want. They literally can wake up in the morning and say, you know what, I'm a little bored this morning. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to fire Eddie for no reason. Yep, he can do that. Yeah, that's California. Yep, welcome.
It's Handle on the Law this Sunday afternoon from 4 to 7 right here on WRMN.
Children are the greatest joy and our best hope for a better future. Friends, they are the future. But did you know that millions of kids right here in our own backyard are facing hunger every day? Without healthy food, it's harder to grow, to thrive, to feel their best.
The impact when children don't have enough to eat is tremendous because when you're hungry and your basic needs aren't being met, you cannot learn.
Every child deserves to be fed. This is a problem we know how to solve. Food is not just food. It's energy, health, confidence, hope, and even love. Yes, love.
Breakfast in the classroom contributes to kids being more focused, which leads to higher grades, and simply just their well-being.
Thank you!
Learn more about how No Kid Hungry is helping end child hunger in America at helpnokidhungry.org.
Welcome back into Big Top Sports here on WRMN with yours truly, Derrick Geyer, and joined with me now in studio is the one, the only, the L Train, Elliot Serrano from the WRMN Morning Show. What do I have to do for you to grace me with your presence today, Elliot?
Well, we missed you this morning. Normally, you come in on Thursdays for the WRMN morning shows. Our little bit where I put something new in my mouth each week, and you never showed. So,
yeah, I was. Well, truth be told, I wanted to come in, and I wish I would have come in because apparently there was a doppelganger in the studio this morning.
Oh, yes. You're going to have to, folks, it was unplanned by the morning show, David Tease came in, and he came in dressed like one of the morning show duo. And hint, it wasn't me.
Yeah, Susie C sent me a picture of that, and you could have probably knocked me over with the finger or a feather.
He went down. I mean, he everything. The detail was astounding. The wig, the glasses, the sweater, even down to the lipstick. He wore the same color lipstick.
Wait, he actually put on lipstick?
He had lipstick. Yes, he also had artificial lips he was going to put on, but it didn't quite work. So he just did the regular. And again, it was a sight. Again, it was surreal. That's the word I was looking for. Surreal. Because when David T sits down dressed like a woman and actually looks better, that's kind of wow. So yeah, but that was the morning show.
They used that for their card or whatever.
Yeah.
For the fantasy football blitz.
Yeah, he should use that. He should just dress like that for fantasy football blitz.
And then since he was imitating Susie C, then he could just go ahead and be like, "Oh my God, we got the fantasy football blitz!" Oh, yep. Please do it.
She's got the fantasy football. We got the guys in the tight pants. Yeah, that's kind of how when Susie talks about sports, she's just worried about the guys, how they look in their pants, in their uniform pants. So yeah, that happened this morning, and we missed you. And I know though the Cubs are playing now, and they're only up 2-0 round, 2-0 in the sixth. And I thought you shouldn't be alone tonight on this night, because if they win, great, and we can celebrate together. But if like the ghost of Steve Garvey shows up, and something happens like late in the game, you shouldn't be alone. I thought we can't.
Get out now, you son of a biscuit! How dare you invoke
84, man, 84.
Yeah, well, okay.
I remember 84.
Just so you know, just right now, as we're speaking here, and as you thrust that painful verbal dagger into my sternum, the Cubs have gone up 3-0.
All right, there we go.
It is in the bottom of the seventh right now. I do not actually have the.
They finally have another. They've been stranding runners left and right. It seemed like they couldn't do it. Yeah.
Yeah. In the second inning, when it was nobody out and they stranded the bases loaded.
Yeah.
So I was almost getting prepared to play this again, depending on how everything went. Because yesterday, that was kind of a circus.
Yeah.
And it was a little bit fitting. And
I mean, we do have the Bozeum upstairs.
Well, this is true, but I mean, it was kind of like the clown show yesterday.
It was
as
pretty,
far as the game and everything. And now, I think after being second guessed, or I don't know, maybe second guessing himself, Counsell is doing what he should be doing as far as managing the team right now.
Well, he's been managing the team. And again, he can't go out there and swing the bats for him. I mean, he gets his guys in position to do the job. If they don't produce, I mean, all he can do is put them in position to succeed, but it's incumbent upon them to actually succeed. So they're up 3-0, very good. Hopefully they're gonna close out the series. They'll be on the Milwaukee, and it's a 7-game series. Or is it a 5-game series?
I gotta check. I think it might be 5, and then the
NL
championship
is a 7, right?
Yeah.
That should be something. But anyway, you weren't in this morning, and because Muhammad didn't go to the mountain, the mountains come into Muhammad. I brought this morning's snack, the Ararum crispy shrimp. These are fried shrimp cheeks. That's what I tried this morning. I thought you'd want to try it, so I brought it for you.
That's all right. I think I will go ahead and I will pass.
Come on, have a cheek. Have a cheek. Come on, don't be cheeky. Have a shrimp cheek.
Oh, wasabi flavored at that.
Yeah.
It looks like it does look like it is a 5-game series, the divisional round. So the Dodgers are facing the Phillies. Hopefully they beat the hell out of one another, and hopefully the Cubs hang on, because that means that they will be playing the Milwaukee Brewers, and I feel a hell of a lot better with them going into that series. So, or would be a hell of a lot better going into that series.
Well, I'm gonna be here for you. I'm here for you.
Oh, I appreciate it. You're currently listening to Big Top Sports here on WRMN 1410 AM.
I'm Trey Westerberg on 1410 WRMN Elgin, proudly serving the Fox River Valley.
This update brought to you by Progressive.
One person was killed in a crash on I-90 near Elgin. Authorities say the collision happened in the eastbound lanes of I-90 near the Elgin Toll Plaza around 3:20 p.m. Saturday when an SUV veered onto the right shoulder and hit a truck. The SUV driver was taken to the hospital and later died, and the truck driver sustained injuries that are not considered life-threatening. The investigation is ongoing. The Batavia Interfaith Food Pantry and Clothes Closet will serve clients out of its permanent facility beginning Wednesday. Area churches founded the pantry in 1981, with the Clothes Closet being added in the 90s. As services expanded, the organization's original home at 100 Flynn Street became inadequate, with needs becoming urgent when upgrades to the city's wastewater treatment plant required the Flynn Street building be demolished. The pantry secured a $3 million community project funding grant to relocate to a new, larger space at 916 First Street. The city purchased the First Street building in 2024, and architect Gregory Norris volunteered to design renovations tailored to the needs of clients, volunteers, and staff, according to pantry officials. The new facility spans about 14,000 square feet, featuring offices, expanded storage, upgraded electrical service to support more refrigeration, and a loading dock and drive-in docks to accommodate deliveries. 2 men were taken into custody after Aurora police recovered cocaine, guns, and cash in a search warrant executed earlier in September. Aurora Police Special Operations Group investigators served 2 search warrants on September 10th and September 17th to Kevin Thomas Cox and Osvaldo Moreno Izeta, respectively, following a months-long narcotics investigation. Police ask anyone with information to call the Aurora Police Department's Investigations Division at 630-256-5500. The Kendall County Coroner's Office announced Monday that 40-year-old Jennifer Height and 40-year-old Ryan Height died from apparent gunshot wounds. The coroner noted that both were found at their house on Berkshire Court. Autopsies will be performed today. I'm Trey Westerberg on 1410 WRMN Elgin, proudly serving the Fox River Valley.
Let's go! You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Workdays can be unpredictable, but your workwear shouldn't be. With the Cintas Apparel Plus program, you'll have freshly laundered garments for everyone on your team delivered every week. Cintas has workwear for just about any job imaginable, with high-performance fabrics and an uncompromising fit that stretches and moves with you. Don't leave looking and feeling good to chance. Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Do you own an annuity, either fixed rate, indexed, or variable? Are you paying high fees and getting low returns? If so, Annuity General would like you to have this free book to learn the pitfalls and mistakes of buying an annuity. The Annuity Do's and Don'ts for Baby Boomers contains the little-known truths about annuities, like how to help reduce your fees and increase retirement income. And it's free. That's right, free. As a bonus, we'll also throw in a free annuity rate report just for calling. We researched over 1,000 annuities and summarized rates and benefits from financially strong insurers. You get Annuity Do's and Don'ts for Baby Boomers and the Annuity Rate Report, both absolutely free for calling Annuity General today. Hurry, supplies are limited. Call now.
800-760-1845. 800-760-1845. 800-760-1845. That's 800-760-1845.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast. Tonight, mostly clear with a low around 59. Tomorrow, sunny with a high near 88, and temperatures falling to around 84 in the afternoon. Tomorrow night, mostly clear with a low around 64. Looking ahead to Saturday, sunny with a high near 87. Currently, it is 79 with clear skies. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
My doctor told me my cholesterol is borderline, so I took control with Garlic Healthy Cholesterol Formula. Garlic helps maintain healthy cholesterol safely and naturally. It's odor and taste-free, and Garlic is a world leader in garlic potency. I'm taking charge of my cholesterol with Garlic Healthy Cholesterol Formula, cholesterol's natural enemy.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. The term natural references only the garlic in the product. Use as directed.
Ladies and gentlemen, step on inside. It's Big Top Sports, your thrilling ride. Big Top Sports, feel the roar. Where the wild games come to score. Geyer guiding the sports band from the heart of Chicagoland. Football frenzy and hoops so high. Baseball swinging as seasons fly. Hockey blades cutting swift and true. Sports carousel spinning just for you. Big Top Sports, feel the roar. Where the wild games come to score. Geyer guiding the sports band from the heart of Chicagoland.
And welcome back to Big Top Sports here on WRMN 1410 AM with yours truly, Derrick Geyer. And joining me in studio is the L Train, Elliot Serrano. And scoring update. It is currently 3-0 in favor of the Chicago Cubs in the top of the 8th. We have a new pitcher in there. It is Brad Keller. He replaces Drew Pomerantz. So they're going for the gas, and they're trying to extinguish, in this case, the hopes of the San Diego Padres and the ghost. Is he dead? Of Steve Garvey? No, he's probably still alive.
Probably out there laughing at us right now.
Yeah, right.
Because he's relishing in the suffering of Cub fans everywhere.
Well, that's all right. I mean, we finally got our ring back in 2016, but I'll tell you, 9 years, that's a damn long time to get like another bite at the apple.
Well, I mean, they made the playoffs when 2022, was it?
2017.
No. But then after that, they made they made it in the wild card under.
Yeah, but this would actually be a victory.
Well, yeah, but again,
I mean, this will be the first. If the Cubs win today,
don't jinx them. Don't. Yeah, if the Cubs win today, they move on to the National League Division Series.
Correct.
Against the Milwaukee Brewers. What was their record against the Brewers in the regular season?
They took 7 out of 6 from them, I believe.
7 out of 6?
Yep. I'm sorry. They beat them 7 out of 13
7
times.
out of 13. So they got their season series. So
7 wins, 6 losses, somewhere in there.
So then they have, but I mean, what was the home and away though? I mean, were they better off at home or away? That's always the thing. Mind you, the Brewers will have the home field advantage for this series. So okay. So the Cubs go up against, if they make it that far, they go up against the Brewers, and then they have to go up against either the Phillies or the Dodgers, right?
Yep.
Now both of those teams are powerhouses.
Yes.
And if Kyle Tucker is not freaking, at least up to I'm telling you right now, the guy is probably at 70% at best right now.
Yeah, he looks like he's doing the shuffle between bases.
Yeah, he can't
when he gets on base.
Yeah. So you need him, and then you need Pete Crow Armstrong and Michael Bush and
Ian Happ,
all of them to get over there.
Dansby Swanson, and not Shota, Seiya Suzuki. I mean, he's actually been
Suzuki's
doing
been pretty good, yes, but the rest of them have been like they're having they're getting that jittery in the spotlight when things are on them. And the moments are getting too big for them right now. They need to rise to the moment.
You know, I understand what you're saying.
When you strike out on pitches on the outside, that means the moment was too big for you.
Are you using your hands as to say, you know, it's just...
No, I'm very big, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And why are you single? How are you single with that being said?
Oh.
No, but
I'll admit, I'm a bit much.
Okay. I understand what you're saying. The moment may be too big for some of the players, but I mean, as I was, well, for lack of a better word, itching and moaning yesterday.
Yes.
And when you have...
Like a Cubs fan typically does.
Yeah, pretty much. Where...
I mean, I don't know any other fans in sports that are as put upon as Cubs fans.
Huh?
As put upon as Cubs fans.
Sorry, I'm kind of like watching the in-game stuff here.
Oh, but you're doing a show. You're like live on the air right now, and why didn't you just like run a best of Big Top Sports, and then so you could stay home and watch the game? Or I would have done the show for you. I could do it for you right now. Go home. I'll do the rest of the show for you.
No.
Look, I brought you crispy shrimp. I brought you shrimp cheeks.
Listen, you son of a biscuit.
Shrimp cheeks, crispy shrimp cheeks. So everybody on the TikTok, who's on my TikTok right now, I brought Derrick Geyer crispy shrimp cheeks to try out.
Yeah,
Come
wasabi.
on.
Not
They're
exactly
wasabi
my
flavored.
favorite.
You don't like wasabi?
I mean, if I've got like a clogged nose or something, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I'll have some sushi or try to get some sushi or something.
Wasabi on your
Yeah.
sushi, I would go for that too. But to the point, yes.
No, but I mean, I don't see this. This is the thing with the Chicago Cubs, though. They've been a streaky hitting team.
That's baseball
all year long.
That's all the teams in baseball. They're all like that. All teams are like that. I'm just saying. That's why I'm saying most put upon fans in sports. You think that everything that happens to your team only happens to your team. Oh, our team never.
Listen, we're not going to go down the New York Yankees and New York Mets. Mets for not making the playoffs.
Or how about this? How about being a Los Angeles Dodgers fan where they spend like $3 billion in payroll? Okay. And you still you're still not guaranteed getting into the World Series.
Yeah.
How would you like that? How would you feel about that?
I would feel a hell of a lot better if I was a GD Cubs fan and ownership and everything would open. It would take that pry bar and open the purse strings a little bit and actually go out and get a bat.
Yeah.
Or get a starting line pitcher or even a relief pitcher, top of the end. Not to say that Andrew Kittredge hasn't been doing a phenomenal job since coming over from the Orioles. But do your damn job and get those players.
You realize there are other teams in baseball that want those same players, right?
Yes.
Yeah. They all want the same players.
I know that, Elliot. But when shut up. When you have, it only took me like 2 minutes to realize that, the thing is, I'm able to mute you. But when you're going ahead and you're telling me that you can't go out and get a starting front, or not really a front of the end rotation guy for your team as a starter, but the guy was in our own backyard for the Chicago White Sox, and they traded him to Tampa Bay.
Who are we talking about?
Yeah, good question.
Yeah, I was going to say, because if you're talking about Dylan Cease, we ran that guy out of town.
Oh yeah, well I definitely know.
Okay, and then what happened? He came back to haunt the Cubs. Add to that, didn't Horton the
Adrian Hauser?
Adrian Hauser?
Yes.
Yeah.
He was. Yeah, that is one starting rotation arm that I would have been more than happy to trade for.
Yeah.
Why not?
Okay, and where'd he go?
To Tampa Bay for infielder Curtis Mead and 2 pitching prospects.
That was the White Sox.
Yes.
Right. What would the Cubs have to have given up to get him from the White Sox?
Well, apparently not much, according to what they got back from Tampa.
They got their prospects though. They wanted prospects. That's what they were doing.
And
were the Cubs willing to give up prospects?
Well, that is the end all be all that we absolutely have no idea about.
That's, as Jim Hoyer has said from time and time again. He goes, they got to think not only about this year, but they got to think about the future. You give away, you mortgage your future for the present. And then when it doesn't happen now,
you mean going all the way to 2032 or whatever?
Whatever, but add to that.
Oh, don't give me that horse smurf.
I'm just saying.
It's horse smurf.
You have to think long term. Otherwise, in 2032, Cub fans are going to, our kids,
yeah, you know what?
Care. They don't.
I kind of went through that after the 2016 season.
Yeah, that was a good. It was a good season
when they gave up Gleyber Torres to get the rocket arm of the lefty. Oh my God!
Now wait, didn't the Cubs go to the NLCS the following year in 2017? Didn't they do that?
Yes.
And I mean, mind you, they lost to Los Angeles, but they did go to the playoffs again, right?
Yeah.
So what? I mean, again, y'all, you Cub fans, you act like you never get anything.
Oh, Aroldis Chapman.
Aroldis Chapman.
Yeah, that's who.
That's the one.
That's who they traded Gleyber Torres, who is going to be one hell of a second baseman for the Cubs. Turned out to be a very good, second baseman for the New York Yankees for a very long time. But without making that trade, the Cubs don't make and win the World Series. So with that being said, yes, that's exactly what you do at the trade deadline to bring in a championship.
Yeah, but you're never guaranteed a championship.
No, you're never guaranteed, but as sure as hell you're going to bolster it.
Yeah, but look, I mean, again,
bolster your chances.
If Kyle Tucker were healthy right now, we'd be like on cloud 9 because he'd be producing and they'd be hitting and there wouldn't be an issue.
I don't know. I've kind of been like on the teeter-totter with Kyle Tucker.
And if Michael Steele, last year's star, didn't have
Justin Steele?
I'm sorry, Justin Steele. I'm thinking of the GOP, former GOP.
This isn't
chairman.
a political talk show.
Sorry. But Michael Steele, if he doesn't, have his issues that knock him out for the entire year. And then, the kid Horton.
Yeah, he would have probably been game 1 starter.
Yeah.
Things would have been a little bit different.
You had those arms. You had the arms in your system, but things happened.
Well, yeah. And then, would the season have been different with Jamison Tyone missing 2 months of the season? Shota Imanaga missing a month and a half of the season.
You can collect all the arms you want, but if things happen, things happen.
I understand things happen, but you go out there, you get the extra arms, you get the extra bats, you get the extra bullets or whatever to ensure your chance.
I'm going to go back to this idea that you understand other teams also want those same extra arms and bullets and stuff. You're not going to get them all just because you want them. Other teams want them too. That's why they go
understandable, and which is why the prices rose so high.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to take a quick time out. I'm going to cool down a little bit. Elliot.
I'm here for you, man.
Number 1 off.
I'm here from you.
You're currently listening to Big Top Sports here on WRMN 1410.
Sports!
AM. We'll be back on the other side, and we've got a caller holding. Once we get back from the break, caller, I will take you. Be back in a few.
For nearly 50 years, the DuPage Senior Citizens Council and Kane Senior Council have been dedicated to serving seniors in DuPage and Kane counties. Established in 1975, the DuPage Senior Citizens Council is a volunteer-driven 501c3 non-for-profit organization committed to helping older adults live with dignity. From providing nutritious meals to offering support services, The Kane Senior Council is there every step of the way. With programs designed to enhance independence and quality of life, they're proud to make a difference in the lives of their senior neighbors. To learn more or to volunteer, visit them at 418B Airport Road in Elgin or head to their website at caneseniorcouncil.org. Give them a call at 630-338-0999. That's 630-338-0999. That's the Kane Senior Council, caring for seniors because they deserve to live with dignity and respect. Visit caneseniorcouncil.org or call 630-338-0999 today.
Ever tried balancing a dozen eggs in one hand while hopping on one foot? Or maybe juggling cats while riding the unicycle? Sounds ridiculous, right? But guess what? That's exactly what texting while driving is like. Your human brain only has the capacity to focus on one thing at a time. So when you're behind the wheel, give driving your undivided attention.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Before the weather gets too cold, it's time to finish up those outdoor jobs. That's why ComEd wants you to know that electricity can jump from a power line to you and to the tools you're using. So maintain a safe distance from any power lines. You can also call ComEd at 1-800-EDISON-1 to have those power lines de-energized the next time you do any work around them. Stay smart, stay safe, stay back. ComEd, powering lives.
Here on WRMN AM 1410, we like to keep you informed and in tune to what's happening here in the Fox River Valley and what's going on here on WRMN. We recognize the importance of local radio to be a part of the conversation and to be a part of the community for the community.
You know, we talked about the importance of community theater, but supporting community radio is a big deal too. And, you know, for WRMN, this is a really cool thing that you guys do every day and a really important thing. You have to have a local media outlet to talk about what's going on in your town. So you guys do a nice job.
Tune in to AM 1410, WRMN. Don't forget, you can also subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/WRMN Radio. Keep in tune and informed on what's happening here in the Fox River Valley, right here on WRMN.
And welcome back to Big Top Sports with yours truly, Derrick Geyer. And joining me, aggravating me in the studio is one Elliot L. Train Serrano of the WRMN Morning Show. And we have a caller on the line. Caller, what's your name? Where are you calling from? What do you want to talk about?
It's just Jeff.
Jeff?
Calling it. Yeah.
Oh, what? You know, so what? You're calling in to give me a number 1, 2? You're going to number 1 me off too?
No. I'm going to go and tell you. Like, okay, Elliot was saying, Elliot, you were talking about Dodgers. Okay, I'm a Dodger fan, always have, but I'm also a Cub fan, which is the best of both worlds because Dodgers and Cubs have a lot of things in common. They both basically have, you know, had the same players playing, like Mike Marshall and some other people. Anyway, the one thing I could tell you is I'd rather have the money, and even if it'd be like the Dodgers, even if you don't make it, if you don't win the World Series, at least they have a team. Okay, so I grew up with the Dodgers, all right? So I'm 69. I could tell you that every year that stadium has been there, the Dodgers have been in Chavez Ravine, they've been into the playoffs every single year. And I'd rather be the team that's in the playoffs every single year, even if you don't make it to the World Series, than the teams that like the Cubs that are just wallowing around. They have one and done. You know, and when you start trading people away and not building on the team, sure, you could get the people now, but that doesn't guarantee you next year, the year after, year after. You have to take an example from what the Dodgers have done, what the Yankees have done. Spend money. The Ricketts don't have the money. They're like the McCaskies in football. Same thing. You don't have the money. You don't have the cash flow. You're not going to get the quality players. You're going to end up like this all the time.
All right, hold on. Wait, is my mic on?
Yes, it is.
Let me ask you this. How many World Series have the Yankees won in the last 10 years?
Well, they've been into playoffs. I'm not talking about World Series. I'm talking about being into playoffs.
Now, how many? Now, how many World Series have the Houston Astros won in the last 10 years?
2 off the top of my head.
Right. And now, what were their payrolls?
Well, it's huge, but you got to understand.
The Houston Astros did not pay
a lot of ex-players.
Yeah, but say the Houston Astros did not pay
the Dodgers.
I'm saying, but and add to
a lot of ex-players own the Dodgers.
Yeah, they're on.
Right?
Yeah, they're on the Dodgers.
Magic Johnson. You got Magic Johnson from the basketball team of the Lakers. You got I don't know, Jerry West. You got a whole bunch of people that are LA people and celebrities who basically have part ownership or silent ownership in the team, and that's what Chicago needs.
No, well, what happens?
It's always been
hold on.
Excuse my expression, but it's been a half-ass team.
No, you're overlooking something, dude. You're overlooking something. The Dodgers have that money because they have a one-of-a-kind media contract that gives them like $2 billion over a year for over how many years? And those contracts are gone. If anything, that particular media contract that they have right now for the rights to air Dodgers games is shrinking the Dodgers fan base because fewer people can actually watch the games and watch it.
I know my brother can't watch it. He lives out there and he can't watch it.
Exactly. So it's a one-of-a-kind thing. Yes, they have all this money, and I'm going to go back to, are they winning World Series? No, they're not. They have billions of dollars. They have $1 billion payroll, and yet they're still struggling to make it to the playoffs. When they run roughshod over the National League, they get to the playoffs, they still get bounced. Which is, I'm just telling you.
Yeah, but they won last year.
That was last year. What about the year before?
This year might be different.
I'm just saying. But but you guys are saying
there's nobody's going to beat the Dodgers. Nobody's going to beat the Dodgers this year. And I'm not saying it because I'm a Dodger fan or not a Dodger fan. I'm a Cub fan.
They're going to struggle against the Phillies. They're going to struggle against the Phillies.
But here's the thing: you got to go by who they play too. It's the same thing with the Bears. You got to go by who you play. If you play the better teams. And the National League has the better teams. Okay, so even if the Cubs make it past tonight, they have to play Milwaukee. And they've been crap against Milwaukee. And you know this. They've been like that all single year.
Okay, fine. But see, now you're making... Okay, Jeff. He's making my point now. What's the payroll for the Milwaukee Brewers?
No, hold on a second. So out of the 13 games head-to-head with the Cubs and the Milwaukee Brewers, the Cubs took 7 out of the 13. So if the Cubs would have actually got their Smurf together in this year and would have won the NL Central, then the Cubs would have had home field advantage. And going to your point, Elliot, or Jeff, Elliot, whatever, it's the team that I would most likely love to replicate. Money, no money, or whatever. And so from 1991 to 2005, the Atlanta Braves made the postseason every single year for 14 years.
Exactly. And what was that payroll?
Well, I gotta look that up.
It was not the Dodgers payroll.
Thanks for your call, Jeff. I appreciate it.
Yeah. It was not the Dodgers.
I listen to you guys all the time. You know that, so I'm a loyal listener. And Elliot, I texted you this morning, but you guys are busy. But anyway, thanks again, you guys. Awesome show there, Derrick.
Appreciate it.
I'm going to be a listener, you guys. We might disagree about sports, but that's okay. I have a good time with you guys. Anyway, go Cubbies. They just had a home run, San Diego. So now
they did.
3-1.
That's why I put my hands up on my head.
Talk to you guys later. Thanks. Bye.
Thanks, Jeff. Have a good night.
The ghost of Steve Garvey.
Yeah. So if you weren't aware of it or whatever, the current score is now 3-1. It is the top of the 9th. And hopefully we got a clincher after this break. So stay tuned for more.
Are you dreaming of a getaway? Want to leave the stress of daily life behind? Whether it's a relaxing cruise or an adventurous land escape, planning the perfect vacation doesn't have to be a hassle. At Cruises International, they specialize in vacation destinations, land and sea, making your dreams come true. Located at 1721 Moon Lake Boulevard in Hoffman Estates, Cruises International isn't just about booking travel. They're your personal concierge, trusted travel advisor, and advocate. Your preferences are unique, and they'll take the time to understand exactly what you're looking for. From personalized service to their global network of specialists, they ensure that your vacation is tailor-made just for you. It's time to plan the vacation of a lifetime. Call 800-255-7447. That's 800-255-7447 today and speak to a cruise and vacation expert. Cruises International. It's time to set sail to your dream destination.
Your hometown radio station since 1949. We are WRMN AM 1410, Elgin time, 7 o'clock.
I'm Trey Westerberg on 1410 WRMN Elgin, proudly serving the Fox River Valley.
This update brought to you by Cintas.
2 men were taken into custody after Aurora police recovered cocaine, guns, and cash in a search warrant executed earlier in September. Aurora Police Special Operations Group investigators served 2 search warrants on September 10th and September 17th to Kevin Thomas Cox and Osvaldo Moreno Izeta, respectively, following a months-long narcotics investigation. Police ask anyone with information to call the Aurora Police Department's Investigations Division at 630-256-5500. The Kendall County Coroner's Office announced Monday that 40-year-old Jennifer Height and 40-year-old Ryan Height died from apparent gunshot wounds. The coroner noted that both were found at their house on Berkshire Court. Autopsies will be performed today. 1 person was killed in a crash on I-90 near Elgin. Authorities say the collision happened in the eastbound lanes of I-90 near the Elgin Toll Plaza around 3:20 p.m. Saturday when an SUV veered onto the right shoulder and hit a truck. The SUV driver was taken to the hospital and later died, and the truck driver sustained injuries that are not considered life-threatening. The investigation is ongoing. The Batavia Interfaith Food Pantry and Clothes Closet will serve clients out of its permanent facility beginning Wednesday. Area churches founded the pantry in 1981, with the Clothes Closet being added in the 90s. As services expanded, the organization's original home at 100 Flynn Street became inadequate, with needs becoming urgent when upgrades to the city's wastewater treatment plant required the Flynn Street building be demolished. The pantry secured a $3 million community project funding grant to relocate to a new, larger space at 916 First Street. The city purchased the First Street building in 2024, and architect Gregory Norris volunteered to design renovations tailored to the needs of clients, volunteers, and staff, according to pantry officials. The new facility spans about 14,000 square feet, featuring offices, expanded storage, upgraded electrical service to support more refrigeration, and a loading dock and drive-in docks to accommodate deliveries. I'm Trey Westerberg on 1410 WRMN Elgin, proudly serving the Fox River Valley.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date, your fire extinguishers are tested and inspected, your floor mats are cleaned and delivered, and your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with the Cintas Apparel Plus program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Progressive's Auto Quote Explorer lets you easily compare direct rates from different insurance companies, so you can be confident you're getting the right one, even if it's not with Progressive. Way more confident than you were when you tried online gaming. Who knew 12-year-old boys could be so mean? And where did they learn to swear like that? 2 hours of losing to these underage trash talkers, and you're starting to question if maybe you really should stick to pickleball and other boomer stuff. So use Progressive's Auto Quote Explorer and be confident you're getting insurance that's right for you. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
I'm Trey Westerberg on 1410 WRMN Elgin, proudly serving the Fox River Valley.
This update brought to you by VaxAssist.com.
The Batavia Interfaith Food Pantry and Clothes Closet will serve clients out of its permanent facility beginning Wednesday. Area churches founded the pantry in 1981, with the Clothes Closet being added in the 90s. As services expanded, the organization's original home at 100 Flynn Street became inadequate, with needs becoming urgent when upgrades to the city's wastewater treatment plant required the Flynn Street building be demolished. The Pantry secured a $3 million community project funding grant to relocate to a new, larger space at 916 First Street. The city purchased the First Street building in 2024, and architect Gregory Norris volunteered to design renovations tailored to the needs of clients, volunteers, and staff, according to Pantry officials. The new facility spans about 14,000 square feet, featuring offices, expanded storage, upgraded electrical service to support more refrigeration, and a loading dock and drive-in docks to accommodate deliveries. 2 men were taken into custody after a...
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast. Tonight, mostly clear with a low around 59. Tomorrow, sunny with a high near 88, and temperatures falling to around 84 in the afternoon. Tomorrow night, mostly clear with a low around 64. Looking ahead to Saturday, sunny with a high near 87. Currently, it is 79 with clear skies. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
My doctor told me my cholesterol is borderline, so I took control with Garlic Healthy Cholesterol Formula. Garlic helps maintain healthy cholesterol safely and naturally. It's odor and taste-free, and Garlic is a world leader in garlic potency. I'm taking charge of my cholesterol with Garlic Healthy Cholesterol Formula, cholesterol's natural enemy.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. The term natural references only the garlic in the product. Use as directed.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
There's a price war in the insurance business, and you may be paying too much. Call the Term Lifeline right now and see if you can save 40%. $500,000 plans and up, that's our specialty. Even great smokers' rates. Protect your family today. Call the Term Lifeline right now for a free quote. 866-509-TERM. 866-509-TERM. 866-509-TERM.
Ladies and gentlemen, step on inside. It's Big Top Sports, your thrilling ride. From the Chicagoland to lands afar. With Derrick Geyer, your sports czar. The game's the place from field to rink. Hot debates, fast takes, no time to blink. The Windy City roar, the fans ignite. Your circus of sports under radio light. Big Time Sports, feel the roar. Where the wild games come to score. Geyer guiding the sports fan from the heart of Chicagoland.
Pins and needles, needles and pins.
Yeah, on WRMN 1410 AM, Big Top Sports with yours truly, Derrick Geyer. That other voice that you just heard out of the ether and talking out of his arse is one Elliot L. Train Serrano.
You sure I can't convince you to eat one of these crispy shrimp cheeks?
You know what? If they go ahead and if they hold on to this victory and pull it off, I will be more than happy to.
You're going to eat a crispy shrimp cheek right here.
Yeah, wasabi flavor.
Wasabi flavor. If the Cubs win this game, you heard it, folks. He's going to eat this, and guess what? This is going to be the good luck snack.
Hold it up to the camera so they can see it.
This is a good luck snack for the Cubs moving forward in these here playoffs.
So if you're listening to me right now, Brad Keller, Cardiac Keller, as I like to call him, even though he's had one hell of a second half of the season for the Chicago Cubs, came in to pitch in the 8th inning and stuck around for the 9th. He gave up a solo home run, and then he hit 2 consecutive batters. And Andrew Kittredge is now pitching for the Chicago Cubs. They currently have 2 outs, but runners are on 2nd and 3rd as we speak, which is why I was doing the whole pantomiming of my, I'm biting my nails. I'm praying to the baseball gods. The batter's calling another fracking timeout.
What?
Did they win?
Did they win? Did they win? I mean, I don't know. I can't tell. Now, remember, all descriptions of these games may not be described or retransmitted without the express written consent of the Chicago Cubs and the Major League Baseball commissioner.
I'm just giving a description of what's going on.
So
nothing
what
new.
happened? What happened? Okay, folks. I think a lot of folks, I'm just going to hit the refresher right here.
Yeah, just hit the refresher.
The live update on my phone is, there we go. Did they win? All right, look, all right, yay! Yay! Cubbies, go Cubbies! Cubs have, there is joy in Cubville yet again. That's great, that's great. I'm very happy. All right, here, have a tiger shrimp. You said you were going to have one.
Smurf.
You said, just look at it. Just don't even look at it. Just grab one, throw it in your mouth, experience.
Oh my goodness!
Experience the flavor.
Oh, you put this in your mouth this morning?
You said you'd do it. You said you'd do it.
Oh hell no!
Oh no, you can't back out now because the Cubs won.
Oh my good graciousness!
I'm just saying.
It smells like the fish food that you put in your aquarium. Goodness! Oh,
it does. But you did.
Oh, this sucks.
But you right? Well, although Google has not given me. It's a final though. 3-1 is the final.
3-1
is the final. All right, there you go. There you go. This is your sacrifice to the baseball.
Hold on a second.
To the baseball gods.
Let me pull.
So that
let me do what you do in the morning.
There we go.
This is. Hold on. Let me transition it over.
There you go.
Okay. It's
crispy shrimp. Those are shrimp cheeks.
Wasabi.
100% real shrimp cheek. I did not know shrimps had cheeks, but these are them.
It absolutely smells horrifying.
It smells like fish food.
Yes, it absolutely smells like fish food. Wait, I don't have.
You don't get a gag? No, well, just chew it.
No,
Don't be. Oh, come on.
Susie C is not wrong. When apparently I have a.
You do have a horrible gag
reflex.
That's it amuses me how bad your gag reflex is.
This is what it is.
That's what it is. It's a shrimp. It's a deep fried shrimp. It's just a part of a shrimp. You like shrimp, don't you? You like breaded shrimp? That's a shrimp. It's a shrimp. It's a prawn. There it is. There you go. Look at that. Look at that. Yay! Go Cubbies! Go Cubbies! We're gonna get a little bitty cub hat, little tiny cub hat that you can put on each little bit, every little shrimp cheek for each game.
Okay, at first,
yeah,
I really wanted to spit it out,
but it's not bad.
And then I chewed on, but
yeah,
that's what Susie C brought in this morning.
That's what she brought, that and the pumpkin pie flavored soda, which was actually not bad. It was not bad. Pumpkin pie flavored soda was not bad. So again,
okay, so that wasn't.
You're not listening to the WRMN morning show. This is the quality programming you're missing.
Yeah. So yeah.
In the mornings.
Oh dear.
Yeah, just wash it down. It's a little. It's a little dry.
It still has like a bit
dry.
of an aftertaste to it.
It's shrimpy. It's black tiger shrimp. The only thing is, just so you folks know,
I don't mind shrimp. But I mean, when I actually did sniff the contents of it, it smelled like.
Yeah. Well, it's here's the thing. Here on the back, you can't see it, but there's a picture. If you look up the black tiger shrimp, essentially what you're getting is that front part. And when you look at these things, they don't even trim off the legs. I mean, it's the whole thing, the whole bit of the shrimp. Like when you're eating like breaded shrimp or other type of shrimp, it tends to be the tail part, the back part with all the meat and stuff. This is the front part with all the cheek, the cheeks. These are very cheeky shrimp. They're quite cheeky.
Yeah. So Susie C is actually listening on YouTube.com at WRMN Radio.
I can't look at the comments right now because I messed up the screen here.
Yeah, way to go. Yeah. You're going to have to fix it in the morning, Susie C. But I am completely and totally happy that the Cubs won. So Daniel Palencia gets the win. He goes to 2-0 with a 0 ERA. Yu Darvish gets the loss. He is 0-1 in this best-of-3 series with an 18 ERA. And then Andrew Kittredge comes in, and he has gotten the save for this game, and his ERA is a 3.38. My God, that was awful.
You know what's going to be really awful? When poor Jeff has to endure the Philadelphia Phillies beating the Dodgers in the next.
Okay,
series.
now you're just trolling.
Hey, they got Kyle. My boy Kyle Schwarber's there.
Don't get me wrong, because
and if you're going to talk about being angry about people that the Cubs don't get or let go, Kyle Schwarber, that's the one. That's the one that will always stick in my craw that they let him go. He would have been the answer to all. You would not need Kyle Tucker right now. You would not have to worry about.
Here's the thing, though.
Cody Bellinger.
Here's the thing with that and Kyle Schwarber.
Mm-hmm. The Schwarbomb.
I don't. Yeah, Bam Bam, as I affectionately like to call him after that 2016 playoff run, because he deserved every bit of that accolade, being called Bam Bam from the Flintstones,
and did the same thing with the Phillies.
Yeah, but after two seasons for Schwarber, he goes over to Philly and they fixed him.
Well, he was injured too for a while.
Well, yeah, he was injured. I mean, he came back and he was the 2016 World Series hero. I'm not disputing that. Yes, he was, injured. Had a couple of very huge hits. For the Cubbies during that run.
And now he's having all the huge hits for the Phillies.
Yes.
And in the middle of the season.
And it pisses me off.
I know. That's what I'm saying. So, again, that I will say that is that's the one that sticks in my craw. You talk about pitching, whatever pitchers the Cubs didn't get. To me, it's the fact that they let Kyle Schwarber go.
Oh, it's already coming back up.
And I'll still have people come, well, they couldn't keep him. He was an outfielder. Well, yeah, we knew that the DH was coming.
That's what pisses me off the most.
And add to that Schwarber was a pretty good outfielder when he was in left field. I mean,
okay, let's not go that far with saying pretty good.
He was decent. He had a good arm.
He was average.
And remember,
when he was average. When he was his arm was good.
When he was in the outfield with it was 2016 when the Cubs led the National League in outfield assists, and Schwarber was a part of that.
Oh, yeah, he had 8 or 9 outfield assists.
Yeah, so, I mean, that's you can't be a bad fielder and be leading the
No, that's okay. I see where you're going with that, but it's one thing because he does have a rocket arm. Because he came up in the Cubs system.
As a catcher.
He was supposed to be a catcher.
Right.
So, and I absolutely loved it every single time that the opposing team tried taking the extra bases on him, because he would throw frozen ropes.
Yep.
Whether it be second, third, or home. Quite a few to home.
Yep.
Because you didn't, patented one bounce catcher tag out. Thank you.
There you go.
But as far as I
knew there was a Jennifer Lopez in there.
Running.
A big butt.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Go on.
Well, yeah. Well, or Shakira.
Shakira. Well, she's more of a belly dancer girl. But
anyway. But the thing of it is he had a hard, because he came up a catcher, left field wasn't his natural position. He had a hard time going after fly balls or line drives. Granted, he worked on it. So he was a better than.
Sorry, what position does he play for the Phillies right now?
DH.
He's a DH. And where does he spell if he's going to play something else? What position does he play if he's spelling anybody? Isn't he?
DH.
He's always DH. He's never in the field. Never in the field.
No.
I'm going to look that up.
Yeah, go ahead. Look it up. I don't care.
Sure.
And as Elliot looks that up.
American baseball left fielder.
Yeah. You're currently listening to Big Top Sports
240 home
here
average,
on
56 home.
On WRMN 1410. Yeah, I muted you.
145 hits. 132 RBI. We didn't need that. 56 home runs. Anyway.
Yeah, but he wasn't the player that he is now. He wasn't. Plain and simple. Big Top Sports, WRMN 1410.
I mean, you're a
AM.
Nostradamus. You know what's going to happen in the future. You should have been able to see that.
Oh, I was still pissed.
Get ready for Around the House every Saturday night from 5 to 7 p.m. on WRMN AM 1410. If you're a homeowner or contractor looking to tackle those projects that feel a bit too big, this is the show for you. Join Eric along with his knowledgeable guests as they dive deep into everything from DIY renovations to creating a healthy home environment. We'll provide you with the tools and tips you need to complete your projects with confidence and ease. But it's not all work and no play. We believe in having fun. Our passion for home improvement shines through as we help you save time, money, and reduce the stress of DIY. So whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, don't miss Around the House. Tune in every Saturday night and let's tackle those home projects together.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health.
3-2. Swing and a miss.
Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
In the middle of the night, everything will be all right if you listen to Coast to Coast right here on WRMN 7 days a week from midnight to 5 a.m. Each night on Coast to Coast, listeners are captivated by George Newry with discussions on news and current events, conspiracy theories, UFOs, life after death, and all things curious and unexplained. Whether you're working third shift or you're just a night owl, catch the most listened to overnight talk radio program in North America, Coast to Coast, every night, midnight to 5 a.m. right here on WRMN AM 1410 and 96.7 FM.
When your car is making a strange noise, no matter what it is, you can't just pretend it's not happening.
That's an interesting sound.
It's like your mental health. If you're struggling and feeling overwhelmed, it's important to do something about it. It can be as simple as talking to someone in your community, or just taking a deep, calming breath when you need it. Nice. For mental health resources, check out loveyourmindtoday.org. At loveyourmindtoday.org, you'll find information that may help you get through a tough time. Things like tips for dealing with stress, how to navigate difficulties like financial worries, anger, substance use, and more. You can also find real stories of how people navigated their own mental health challenges. Because once you start to address the problem, you can go so much further. Visit loveyourmindtoday.org. That's loveyourmindtoday.org. Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
And welcome back to Big Top Sports here on WRMN as I, Derrick Geyer, am listening to Elliot the L Train Serrano tell me the stats of one Kyle Schwarber and all of the home runs, 50s, what, 56?
56 home runs, 132 RBI, 240 average. How many hits? 145 hits. Wouldn't need Kyle Tucker. We wouldn't need him. We wouldn't have cared that Cody Bellinger went elsewhere. We had him in-house. We had our guy. He was in-house the whole time. The call was coming from inside the building, and we refused to accept the charges.
Yeah, well, you want to hear another... If you want to go down that road, Mr. Elliot Serrano. Oh, and by the way, if you want...
Roll the R's.
Hold on. If you want to be a part of this conversation, please feel free to call in at 847-931-1410, 847-931-1410. Sorry, caller, I did not realize that you were on the line until you were already off the line, and then we were going to break and all that fun stuff. So if you want to call back, call back.
Unless you want to try to tell me that the Dodgers have the best model in baseball, that's not. I'm sorry, that's not the case.
I mean, they kind of do.
They don't.
You know, when you're going to...
It's unsustainable. Unsustainable.
Of course it is.
No,
but the current owners don't have to worry about paying, Shohei Ohtani's exorbitant contract.
That is ridiculous. No player is worth that much money.
2 years.
Nope.
Or, I'm sorry, 10 years, $2 million a year.
Nope. What?
Yeah.
Shohei Ohtani?
Until he retires, and then it's
okay.
like $60 million a season after that for like the next 30.
No, I thought you were I thought that's like a reverse Bobby Bonilla.
Yeah. No, well, this. Yeah. That's like pretty good money if you can, find an idiot to.
How do I get me a Bobby Bonilla contract?
Oh, dude. I mean, I think he's still got like 2 or 3 years.
Is it? Like every year he gets like $1 million just for being.
Well, this year it was 1.15. Well, because interest and everything compound.
So then it's a reverse Bobby Bonilla. And then when Shohei retires, then he'll get like when he's out of baseball, he'll be able to just
Yep. So are you a Cubs fan or are you a Sox fan?
I right now I am a Sox fan. My Cubs fandom has been put on a shelf for a bit
because we're a bunch of whiny baby biatch.
No. I just there are certain things that there are certain things that the team has done outside of baseball operations that I just don't agree with. So
okay, fair enough. So when I tell you that the Cubs had a chance to keep Dylan Cease and they had a chance to get Justin Verlander, from all of that.
No, Justin Verlander's no.
That was like right before he won another 2 consecutive Cy Youngs.
With who again?
With the Astros.
Yeah, no. I don't. Here's the thing.
So that is like this is the whole Kyle. This is why I'm trying to parallel this to the Kyle Schwarber thing. It's a woulda, shoulda, coulda.
Okay, and so
or the White Sox, trading away a 17, 18-year-old Fernando Tatis to the San Diego Padres in that deal for I think it was James Shields or something back in the day, and they picked up all of his contract for a 17, 18-year-old kid, for a teenager.
He's an 18-year-old kid, yeah. Again, who's Nostradamus? Who knows what these players are going to become in the future?
Yeah, but Fernando Tatis is one of the best players in all of baseball.
Now, right, he wasn't when he was 17, 18.
Yeah, but this is the type of cornerstone player prospect that you keep.
Okay, again, oh, man. See, here's the thing. Everyone says it could have been our thing. We could have had the winning ticket, but you don't know the winning ticket is going to be a winning ticket. It is. You saw Moneyball, right? You can't guarantee that these prospects are going to pan out the way you do half the time. And that's the other thing too that drives me nuts about sports fans. They're like, oh yeah, here's what we're gonna trade you our. We want to trade you this player, all these players that we've got that we think they suck, but you should think they're great, and give us all your best prospects and your starting pitchers and your players because our stuff is so good. You should just give us your stuff, and we'll just trade really good stuff. That's why you always go with prospects, and you never know what's going to happen with prospects. It's like, again, bird in the hand, You never know. You got to go. You can trade an unknown quantity for a known quantity. Which would you rather have?
Well, depending.
Well, what? Like what?
I would rather have the known quantity.
Right. So let's say, okay, we'll give you Tatis.
See, but
you give us an aging Verlander, and we're going to give you our top.
This goes back to the Aroldis Chapman trade that I was talking about in the previous segment.
Mm-hmm.
Where the Cubs gave up Gleyber Torres, who has been one of the better second basemen in the American League for the Yankees, right?
Yes.
They got Chapman.
Mm-hmm.
They got the final piece of the puzzle.
Mm-hmm.
They won the World Series. With that being said, you're kind of like, I guess I would be kind of itching and moaning here over them trading Gleyber Torres. Yet, you had the joy of breaking the 108-year drought and winning the World Series.
So you can't complain about winning in the present when you mortgage your future.
Right.
That's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
The future is gone.
But they also accomplished their goal for that year.
So, but are you happy with that?
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay, so
because up until they actually won in 2016, I never thought that the Chicago Cubs would have won a World Series in my lifetime.
And then people,
I thought I was going to have to, relish in the fact that a Chicago baseball team, also known as the Chicago White Sox, in 2020 2005 won the World Series. Because up until that point, I never thought that I would see it on the north side of the city.
You never thought you'd see a Chicago baseball team win the World Series. But you got both
This
sides.
is true, which is why I was actually rooting for them in that playoff run.
Yeah, I don't understand why, but I don't understand why Chicago sports fans are so unhappy. All Chicago teams have won. They've all won. Jerry Reinsdorf is.
I want more.
See there, and there we go. That's it right there.
Why?
You're never happy.
So you're telling me you would not.
There are 32 teams. And,
So you're okay, but you're telling
everybody
me,
wants to win.
Shut up. You're telling me that you would not be happy with a 14-year run to the playoffs and only winning one World Series, a la the Atlanta Braves.
Yeah, no, because you would hear sports fans complaining. We keep going to the playoffs, but we can't win the big one. We got to get rid of this manager. He can't win the big one.
Well, and you are 1,000% correct, because what happened with the Chicago Bears and Lovie Smith, man.
Won consistently, but couldn't win the big one. So we got to get him. Got to get someone better. Again, known quantity, unknown quantity. Which do you want?
Yeah, you're currently listening to Big Top Sports here on WRMN 1410 AM.
I'm Trey Westerberg on 1410 WRMN Elgin, proudly serving the Fox River Valley.
This update brought to you by Progressive.
One person was killed in a crash on I-90 near Elgin. Authorities say the collision happened in the eastbound lanes of I-90 near the Elgin Toll Plaza around 3:20 p.m. Saturday when an SUV veered onto the right shoulder and hit a truck. The SUV driver was taken to the hospital and later died, and the truck driver sustained injuries that are not considered life-threatening. The investigation is ongoing. The Batavia Interfaith Food Pantry and Clothes Closet will serve clients out of its permanent facility beginning Wednesday. Area churches founded the pantry in 1981, with the clothes closet being added in the 90s. As services expanded, the organization's original home at 100 Flynn Street became inadequate, with needs becoming urgent when upgrades to the city's wastewater treatment plant required the Flynn Street building be demolished. The pantry secured a $3 million community project funding grant to relocate to a new, larger space at 916 First Street. The city purchased the First Street building in 2024, and architect Gregory Norris volunteered to design renovations tailored to the needs of clients, volunteers, and staff, according to pantry officials. The new facility spans about 14,000 square feet, featuring offices, expanded storage, upgraded electrical service to support more refrigeration, and a loading dock and drive-in docks to accommodate deliveries. 2 men were taken into custody after Aurora police recovered cocaine, guns, and cash in a search warrant executed earlier in September. Aurora Police Special Operations Group investigators served 2 search warrants on September 10th and September 17th to Kevin Thomas Cox and Osvaldo Moreno Izeta, respectively, following a months-long narcotics investigation. Police ask anyone with information to call the Aurora Police Department's Investigations Division at 630-256-5500. The Kendall County Coroner's Office announced Monday that 40-year-old Jennifer Height and 40-year-old Ryan Height died from apparent gunshot wounds. The coroner noted that both were found at their house on Berkshire Court. Autopsies will be performed today. I'm Trey Westerberg on 1410 WRMN Elgin, proudly serving the Fox River Valley.
Let's go!
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Workdays can be unpredictable, but your workwear shouldn't be. With the Cintas Apparel Plus program, you'll have freshly laundered garments for everyone on your team delivered every week. Cintas has workwear for just about any job imaginable, with high-performance fabrics and an uncompromising fit that stretches and moves with you. Don't leave looking and feeling good to chance. Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
When disaster strikes, flood or fire, every second counts. At Emergency Construction Group, they specialize in immediate response and same-day service for any residential, commercial, or industrial emergency across the Chicagoland area. With over 30 years of experience, they've got the expertise, manpower, and equipment to handle any size loss fast. They follow strict IICRC guidelines to restore your property the right way, the first time. Their team values transparency, constant communication, and strong ethical standards because your peace of mind matters. Licensed, bonded, and insured, they're here for you 24/7, 365 days a year. Call 855-4ECG now. That's 855-432-4669. Or visit their website at emergencyconstructiongroup.com and let Emergency Construction Group put your life back together one step at a time. That's Emergency Construction Group. Your satisfaction is their passion.
This is Will Walker with your Fox Valley forecast. Tonight, mostly clear with a low around 59. Looking ahead to tomorrow, sunny with a high near 88 and temperatures falling to around 84 in the afternoon. Tomorrow night, mostly clear with a low around 64. Currently, it is 75 with clear skies. With your Fox Valley forecast, I'm Will Walker on WRMN, the talk of the town.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell, definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. Do you feel stupid for buying a timeshare? Don't. It's not your fault. You were most likely told you could rent it, and it was a great financial investment. And the deal was available today only. If this happened to you, contact your resort or Wesley Financial Group for help today.
Call Wesley now for your free exit information kit. 800-791-1313. 800-791-1313.
Step on inside. It's Big Top Sports, your thrilling ride. Big Top Sports, feel the roar. Where the wild games come to score. Geyer guiding the sports band from the heart of Chicagoland. Football frenzy and hoops so high. Baseball swinging as seasons fly. Hockey blades cutting swift and true. Sports carousel spinning just for you. Big Top Sports, feel the roar. Where the wild games come to score. Geyer guiding the sports band from the heart of Chicagoland.
And you are tuned in to Big Top Sports here on WRMN 1410 AM. And if you're watching on the YouTube feed at youtube.com at WRMN Radio, you are seeing me fly my own version of the W. So, go Cubs, go, and they are taking on the much maligned. No, not really the much maligned, but
how can you not like the Brewers? They're our cousins, our little brothers up north.
Suck.
In Milwaukee.
Suck.
They're
suck.
It's not like the Green Bay Packers.
Suck.
Well, that I'll give you. But
St. Louis Cardinals?
Yeah, them too. They suck. They're horrible. Yeah. No, okay. The team itself is fine. It's the fans are horrible people.
Okay, I'll go along with that.
They're horrible people. But Milwaukee Brewers, I mean, they're like your little brother. You know, you want to be up there. It's little brother's growing up, and he doesn't like big brother pushing him around anymore. That's the way it feels. That's the way it feels like to me.
Yeah, well, as being a big brother and getting being used to.
I'm a big brother.
I did kind of bully my younger brother.
Ah, you were one of those. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
But I prescribe to the fact of I can do it, others can't. So when other people messed with them or whatever, I would be in there.
But that's the way. Yeah, that's the way it works.
So
only we can pick up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Some other kid tries to bully my little brother. I beat the crap out of him.
Yeah.
But to the point though being that. Did the Brewers end with the best record in the National League?
Yeah, solid baseball.
In all of baseball.
Yeah.
What's their payroll again? What was the annual payroll for the
We
Milwaukee
sat on
Brewers?
break for 5 minutes. Yeah. You couldn't have actually asked me this during them, so I could.
Welcome to my world when I have a co-host who asks me to pull up musical drops like out of thin air in the middle of a conversation instead of saying, hey, during the break, hey, can you set me up? Can you tell me what you want so I can have them ready on hand? No. She just out of nowhere.
$116 million.
Oh, $160 million for the best record in baseball. What was the record? What's the payroll of the Los Angeles Dodgers again for the year? $160 million versus what? For the not best record in baseball. What is it?
Holy Smurf. Wow. I actually almost did drop the S-bomb.
You caught yourself pretty well. Yeah, there we go.
Because I had absolutely no idea that they were okay, so this is their opening day active roster.
And this is the payroll.
$328,785,059. At the at the trade deadline, after the trade deadline, they boosted it up by another $22 million, bringing the grand total to $350 million. $350,300,236.
So this team is paying over $350 million, twice, almost 3 times as much as what the Milwaukee Brewers are paying.
116. Oh yeah, it is 3 times as much.
Almost 3 times as much.
Almost 3 times as much as the Milwaukee Brewers.
Yeah. Is that money well spent?
No,
is that money well spent?
If it gets them another World Series, back-to-back World Series, yes.
Yeah, but the Brewers this season have the best record in baseball. I'm just saying. Again, it's baseball is anybody's game, and if we've learned anything, having the best record or the worst record or whatever record during the regular season means nothing once you make it into the playoffs. At that point, they reshuffle the deck and can be anyone. So, and I say it's the same thing when it comes to teams. See, we tend to equate the amount of money that we spend on a team with the amount of talent they actually have. And in my experience, as I've been following baseball for some time, that has not always been the case. Just because you spend a lot of money on a team doesn't mean it's the most talented team, because you can overspend on players that, are injured. Well, what happened with Ohtani the first year of his big contract?
Oh yeah, he had Tommy John surgery.
Yeah, I mean, again, you're giving this guy the $500 million.
Oh,
right?
$700 million.
Yeah,
$800 million.
Yeah. For what? And you only get half the player.
And yeah, well, we were still freaking MVP last year.
Yeah, but still, it's not what you paid for, though. You paid for the best player in baseball, and you only got half the player.
Well,
for that kind of money, and again, I'm sorry. I know he's a talented guy, and he's probably the best. Although Mike Trout used to be the best player in baseball.
He's a unicorn.
Yeah, a unicorn. Still not worth that much money. There's no
probably not.
There is no player in baseball that's worth that much money.
So
now, mind you,
who do you think has the lowest payroll
in the playoffs
baseball?
right? Oh, in baseball or in the playoffs right now?
Baseball.
In baseball, I'm gonna say the Pittsburgh Pirates.
That is a good guess. They are 23rd.
All right. Way at the bottom. Who else is there?
Yeah, and that actually surprises me, because I was on a rant at the very beginning of the season where this is the absolute weirdest, wildest thing, because at the very beginning of the season, every single team, before the season even starts, because of all of the rights and television deals and all of that fun stuff, each and every single team gets $50 to $60 million before selling one GD ticket.
Yes. But it costs money to run teams. But yeah.
Yes.
You can't put all the money just in the team.
No,
just in the
that.
players. You also need to pay people who work there.
Okay, Jeff. I know you're trolling me here on YouTube.com at WRMN Radio. But pump the brakes on the Cubs losing to the Brewers, all right?
Well, we'll see.
And I'll raise you one because I really think the Phillies are going to kick the Smurf out of the Dodgers.
What have I been saying? What have I been saying? Everyone's saying
you haven't said that.
The Dodgers aren't going to
No,
watch.
you haven't said that.
Yes, I did. I said watch.
You didn't say that.
The Phillies are going to beat them up. The Phillies are going to beat up the Dodgers.
Yeah.
And Kyle Schwarber, the Schwarbomb. And I'm just going to cry. I'm just going to cry watching him again hitting home runs. He should have been doing it in a Cub uniform.
We've got the Dodgers at 350. We've got the New York Mets.
Oh, yeah, the Mets. Those poor Mets fans.
Oh, 342.
Yeah. Mets fans, the Mets, I loathe.
I mean,
the Mets fans, I actually feel for.
I kind of feel bad for them, and yet at the same time, I could throw up the double bird, to them.
To the Mets or the fans?
To the fans. Well,
Not
to New York.
New York fans. I
see, but this is the thing.
New York. I know what you're going to say, and I will agree. New York fans can be really obnoxious. We talked about this before.
Oh yeah.
But New York Giants.
Not what
fans,
I was going to say.
Okay. Well, I will say this: New York Giants fans, the worst fans in all of sports. Worst fans. Entitled.
Yeah, they suck.
Entitled and do nothing but cry and whine about stuff. The worst.
And this is set at 7:44.
Yeah, and I'm even equating this with Philadelphia Phillies fans who will burn your house down if your team loses
and throw snowballs at Santa Claus.
Yeah, at Santa Claus. But the point you were going to make.
Yeah, the point that I was going to make is before the Dodgers went out and got the players at the trade deadline and everything, the New York Mets had the highest payroll.
Yeah,
one of the highest payrolls in all of baseball.
Because they were stocking up arms, which everyone says they need arms. But what did that get them?
But see, here's the one thing, though. You have the Dodgers.
Wow, Jeff is trolling you hard right now on the YouTube.
Oh,
I mean, he is doubling down. And
are you actually seeing his
I'm looking at
now?
it now. I'm looking at it now on the YouTube. He is trolling you hard.
Whatever. The thing of it is the reason the Dodgers...
Phillies in 5, by the way.
Yeah, probably.
Phillies in 5.
Probably. Well, that's because the Dodgers are going out to Philly.
Yeah.
They play the first 2 games in Philly. They go out to the West Coast, another 2, and then they go back to the East Coast.
Yeah, they will split 2 in Philly. They will, and then Philly's going to wake up in L.A. and then they'll close out at home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what I was getting to is, the Dodgers have the media deal, so they
that's never going to happen again.
It's never ever going to happen again. The Ricketts and the Chicago Cubs missed the boat on that one. And then the Mets, and this is the point that I was actually trying to make, is the fact that it is nice to have an owner. I mean, the $1 billion whatever owner from. That made all of his money off his stocks and bonds and all that, bull smurf, actually sinking in all the money into the team.
Yeah. I think Jeff's triggered. He cannot let go.
They have never had good closers. Fact, that's why they lose. Like tonight, they almost
nobody is beating the
lost
Dodgers
that
this year. Phillies in 5, Jeff. Sorry, I don't mean to rain on your parade, but check back when it's just the universe has a way of humbling us sometimes.
Yeah. Quite honestly, because I was poking fun at the New York Mets, I thought for sure this would have been karma boomeranging back around and biting me in the arse.
Really?
Because I was laughing that the New York Mets didn't make the playoffs. They fumbled.
And they spent a lot of money.
And they spent a hell of a lot of money. There are quite a few Brinks trucks there.
Yep.
And then you also had...
That's the whole point I've been trying to make.
The Cleveland Guardians, who had this awesome September run and got bounced by the Detroit Tigers, who had an absolutely horrendous month. Yeah. And the Tigers are still, in my opinion, still one of the better teams in the American League.
Shuffling the deck. The playoffs, you shuffle the deck. Go on.
So with that being said, game 1, for the Chicago Cubs against the Milwaukee Brewers is going to be on Saturday night. Well, Saturday, time to be determined as of this moment. And I would actually like to pick your brain about wrestling on the other side of this break. You're currently listening to WRMN 1410 AM Big Top Sports with Derrick Geyer and guest Elliot the L Train Serrano.
At Britain's Touchless Car Wash, they know life gets busy. That's why they're here 24/7 to keep your car looking spotless, fast, and easy. Their advanced brush-free wash technology delivers a sparkling clean without a single scratch, because they treat your car like it's their own. Here's the best part. Right now, you can get a free car wash just for joining their text club. It's simple. Just text BRITT to 30400, and your first wash is on them. Britain's Touchless Car Wash has 2 convenient locations, 1923 Larkin Avenue in Elgin and 555 Willow in West Dundee. They're proud to keep your car clean while giving back to our community. Text BRITT to 30400. That's BRITT to 30400. Now for your free car wash, and see why Britain's Touchless Car Wash is the fast, gentle, and reliable choice.
The Live Like Roo Foundation is a 501c3 charitable organization that assists owners and their pets through a cancer diagnosis by providing financial and emotional support. In memory of a dog named Roo, the foundation helps local shelters and rescuers by sponsoring animals with cancer who do not yet have a forever home. Live Like Roo is a beacon of light during a dark time. For support for your pet or to donate or volunteer, please go to livelikeRoo.org. Again, livelikeRoo.org.
Looking for expert care in orthopedic or spine surgery? Prime Healthcare's St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin is proud to offer top programs to our region. With a robust line of treatment options, St. Joseph Hospital specializes in minimally invasive procedures along with an advanced imaging suite to assist with orthopedic and back surgeries. Recognized by U.S. News and World Report as a high performer across multiple surgery types and home to highly trained expert healthcare professionals, St. Joseph Hospital is here for your every surgical need.
If you turned 65 recently like me, it's important you find a Medicare Advantage plan that gives you the coverage you're looking for. But finding one can be difficult. The best thing I did, and I suggest you do the same, is call a licensed insurance agent and let them walk you through your Medicare Advantage plan options. There are so many benefits you have access to, so make the call now and let the representatives explain everything to you. Our licensed insurance agents can offer you a variety of Medicare Advantage plans. Plus, the call is free, the information is free, and there's no obligation to enroll. We're here to make it easy for you to select a Medicare Advantage plan that may work for your needs. Finding a Medicare Advantage plan can be easy if you do what I did. Make a quick call right now to learn more. Thank you.
800-433-3082. 800-433-3082. 800-433-3082. That's 800-433-3082.
All right. Thank you for listening to Big Top Sports here on WRMN 1410 AM. I'm your host, Derrick Geyer. Joining me in studio is Elliot the L Train Serrano from the WRMN Morning Show. And we've got about 6 minutes left. And something that you brought up, Elliot, while we were at commercial break was, well, why don't you go ahead and tell us?
I gotta say, with the announcement of Bad Bunny to be the halftime entertainment for this year's Super Bowl, there were some very predictable responses out there. Very predictable. And and it's unfortunate it happened. I mean, mind you, there was a lot of the same sort of thing that happened last year with Kendrick Lamar's performance at the Super Bowl. This year it's going to be Bad Bunny, multi-platinum star, one of the most streamed artists on the streaming platforms. Danica Patrick was one of those voices expressing her dismay that the NFL picked Bad Bunny to be the halftime act. Why? Because she says they should only sing English songs during the Super Bowl. Now, as someone who was once a Danica Patrick supporter and a Danica Patrick fan, I mean, mind you, Danica Patrick, what was she known for? You know, a lot of folks would say, oh, she was the GoDaddy, you know, the GoDaddy girl, whatever. But she was trying to make inroads in racing, in Indy, in Formula One racing and all that. Was facing a lot of sexism and a lot of opposition because she was a woman.
Wait, what?
Yeah, really, what? And I really, you know, and I would speak up for her saying, you know, that's, you know, BS, you know, just because she's a woman doesn't mean she's not capable. And you got to be ready to, like, if she's got the goods and she can do it and she can be out there on the track and do the thing, then, you know, let it be. Don't use sexism as an excuse. And then to have Danica Patrick to essentially say something as racist as that is, I found that incredibly disappointing. And yes, it is racist. It's racist when you say it's because it's in a different language. It's because it should only be in English. That is, by definition, racist. Because a language is a part of another person's race. Add to that, now, if she had said, you know, I'm not a fan of Bad Bunny, or you know, I have a problem with, you know, what he says in his songs, that's different. No, her answer was, it's an American sport, and it should only play in English. They should only sing English songs during halftime. To which I say, well, someone tell the NFL that so that they can stop marketing the Super Bowl in other countries, like Spanish-speaking countries.
Are you? Can I hop in on?
Please, please. That was my bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So with that being said, according to the quick lookup that I did here on Bloomberg News, Bad Bunny is the 60th best-selling artist of all time. He has 111.93 million album units sold. He is the 55th biggest artist of the 21st century, according to Chartmasters and the Billboard Top whatever, respectively, and Chartmasters. Okay, so that right there, all time, 60th best-selling artist all time, 55th biggest artist of all time. Oh yeah, where did the NFL start its season this year?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So not only are they trying to draw in from other countries and market it to other countries, they're playing games in other countries that don't necessarily speak English. And with that being said, I didn't hear any of this smurf when it was Jennifer Lopez or Shakira.
No, I heard that. I heard a little bit of it. Yeah.
Because it was J-Lo and Shakira, who are two of the biggest pop icons probably of all time.
Yeah. Well, remember when they lost their minds over Beyonce?
No,
because she wore those outfits that looked like she was bringing back the Black Panther Party. Yeah,
I did not remember any of that.
I see. I have a long memory for how when people get their panties all up in a bunch about things that they don't care for. Sorry, folks. Kenny Chesney can't do every Super Bowl. You can't do that. Oh, by the way, yes. There was that one Super Bowl halftime when Kid Rock cut a hole in an American flag and wore it like a poncho. You never hear people complaining about that one.
Well, that's because it's America. Frack yeah.
So anyway, I'm disappointed in Danica Patrick. I'm really disappointed. I was a big fan of hers. I supported her. Now that I see that she's doing this culture war crap, you know what? Sorry, you lost a fan.
Well, that is unfortunate. Well, for her, I mean, does she? Well, let's be honest. They don't. When you get to a level like that, when you're making the millions of dollars and everything, apparently you have the license to say stupid Smurf stuff. Yeah. I mean, it's just, it's unfortunate the way that it is. And I mean, and it's unfortunate that Aaron Rodgers is still doing so good with the Pittsburgh Steelers as well. I mean, there's the king of, like, you know, a person that says Bat Smurf stupid stuff. Anyway, that's Elliot Serrano. Thanks you, Jeff, from Jeff's Train World, from calling in. Big Top Sports.
Is diabetes keeping you from enjoying life's special moments? At U.S. Med, we understand the challenges you face, and we're here to help.
With U.S. Med, I can finally manage my diabetes without it managing me.
U.S. Med offers a wide range of services